Hello, my name's Ekello Herod, and this is Ekello Photo. Welcome to Ekello Photo. I am going to do a special little episode of Get the Shot today. It's about me. That's right, all about me. I'm doing a Get the Shot of my self-portrait. So I'm going to take you through what in the world I did to get that shot. Come along with the ride. Here we go. All right, let's talk generally about everything that I did. I had to use some lights. I had to use a camera. I had to use my apartment as my studio because I don't have a formal studio. I had to do a whole bunch of things in order to get this shot, but mostly I had to use my ingenuity. I had to think around the problem, and sometimes you have to pivot. So what did I do? And why did I have to pivot? Well, I was in my apartment, and in my apartment, it's a shotgun. And that shotgun sort of encompasses from the edge of the kitchen all the way to the window. And I wanted to use as much of that space as I possibly could. So I did, and placed my backdrop and everything at one end, and my camera was kind of placed in the middle. And then it was hunky-dory, and we were off to the races. So let's go through it step by step. Here's number one. First, let's talk about the place. My apartment. As I said before, it's a shotgun. Very, very small amount of space. So I had to be creative. I didn't want to necessarily move all of the furniture around, so I had to figure out a way to get the shot. So I moved the love seat just a little bit, and I placed a black backdrop right behind me. And then after I did that black backdrop, I thought about exactly where all the light was going to come from. Now, the black backdrop is a simple black backdrop that you can get from Amazon. And also I actually got the backdrop, and I actually got 3 backdrops, so 3 of them, and the light stand and the actual stand, the backdrop stand, all for a specific price. I'll actually put the price right there, and that's how much it was. That's how much those 3 things cost me. It was a whole kit, and I'll put the link to that down below so that you can get your hands on it too. So, how did I get my lighting? Well, I used a combination of flash photography and regular continuous light. And sadly, there was also some tungsten-y sort of regular light going on in there. So I had to use something to help me get out of that situation, which was basically that I screwed myself a little bit. And that is Lightroom. I say to people who are just starting out, Lightroom is your friend, because sometimes you screw up, and early on in your career you can do that, and Lightroom can fix a lot of woes. It has a hard time fixing 2 different types of light source woes. It really does, but you can improve your pictures by leaps and bounds just by using Lightroom. All right, number 3. Let's think about this. How in the world am I by myself and I'm getting my own picture? Well, I'll tell you how that's happening. I'm using Canon Connect. Canon Connect is a little application that resides on your iPhone, and that assistant is very helpful. Very, very helpful. You can turn the app on, and you can control everything from the ISO to the levels of the microphones. You can start recording. You can take a picture. You can do all kinds of things in the app. It's a pretty amazing thing. I love the app, but it's also challenging. They don't update it a bunch, and if they did, they would probably fix a few of the things that are quirky, like when the phone actually like turns off and gets dark, it resets everything, and you've got to connect your camera back up and the whole 9 yards, which is incredibly annoying. But I know why they do it. They do it so that you don't drain your battery on your phone, but that is not their decision. I don't think it should be. All right. Anyway, enough about that. So, 3 was my Canon Connect. 4. Talking about the camera and the equipment, baby. All right. I used my Canon M50 and a Viltrox EFM to EF adapter. And that, in turn, allowed me to be able to use Yongnuo, and I'm going to put it right here, right there, Yongnuo, okay, lenses. They are really, really something else. I mean, I know that there are some people, no one really talks about those daggone lenses because they think that they're really cheap and everything, but I have used a lot of the 35mm and the 50mm in portraiture, and I have never, ever, ever been disappointed. I even like the bokeh, excuse me, the bokeh. It's like, it's dreamy. It's dreamy. It's absolutely dreamy. Number 5, my motivation. So, I was in a crossroads about a year and a half ago. I didn't feel as deep a connection to musical theater as I had in the past. I am a musical theater performer. I was a member of Actors Equity for over 10 years straight without fail, and I loved being in Actors Equity and going to big, huge places to do really big theater and being the lead. I loved that. I loved small roles, but there's something about grabbing onto something that's really got you, in mind, and you taking it forward and becoming that thing, being the epitome of what everyone is trying to, go towards, which is like this beautiful, wonderful moment of theater. And I just wasn't jazzed about it anymore. So I reevaluated things, and that's when I decided I was going to start this YouTube channel. As a matter of fact, I decided I was going to start this YouTube channel and another YouTube channel. And in turn doing that, it really spurred me to use my skills and all of my skills that I had been building up over the years. I mean, I'm a 50-year-old man. I've had a lot of experience. I've done a lot of stuff. So I've been using this YouTube channel as a real learning experience, something that helps me continue to learn because I love to learn. And when I took those pictures, it was cathartic because I was able to really reevaluate what I love to do. I love taking pictures. I love it. Absolutely. And these pictures turned out okay enough that it made me think to myself, I think that I think I'm going to really work on this YouTube channel. And I got the shot. I got it. And I used some of the pictures on my YouTube channel. And when I start my new YouTube channel, which is kind of about futuristic, future stuff, when I start that channel, I will have some stuff that I can post, like as pictures and stuff like that, and promotional things, that on there and Instagram. Now, I feel better since I started taking more pictures, putting myself out there. And that right there is what I want you to do. I want you to take more pictures. Take a few more and take them of yourself. Set up things so that you have to go through all, even if you don't have a, because I tell you, because you don't have a model, it doesn't mean that you don't have something to take a picture of. And I have a dog, and I have a wife, and I have a cat, and I have furniture, and I have the outside, and I have a park, and. All you have to do is pick your camera up, your phone up, whatever it is. And if you're an aspiring photographer, then you need to take pictures. Get it wrong and get it right so that when you finally do get good at this, I mean real good at this, maybe somebody will pay you to do it. My name's Ekel O'Harrod, and I hope that you will like and subscribe, because I've been looking at my algorithm, my analytics, and it says that a lot of you have not subscribed. So do me a favor, subscribe, move on in the world with photography, and love that camera that you are with. All right, everybody. My name's Ekel O'Harrod. Talk to you soon.